Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ito pong pangatlo at panghuling pagkakataon na ako'y tinawag dito para ang isang dahilan para i-welcome yung family Punsiano. Kagaya nung pag-welcome namin sa mga yung dalawang pamilya nung kinasal yung panganay namin at saka yung pangalawang dalaga. Yun. Ito po'y kagalakan na aking ginagampanan. Dahil lang sa pamamagitan po nito ay lumalaki ang aming pamilya. Hindi po ba? Kaya inano po namin itong panahon na ito para i-welcome po sa inyo Onesiano family. Kami po ay nagagalak nung first time namin na nakausap si Mami at Daddy Onesiano. Naging maayos po at happy, ano ba yun? Friendly yung atmosphere. Ngayon po, nung unang pagkakataon na ako'y tinawag dito, nung kasal ni Marite, ad-lib po yung aking speech, kaya nabot ng 2 oras. Yung pangalawang pagkakataon, kinausap ako ni Cathy, pwede ba eksiyan nyo naman, Daddy? Wag ka nang tungkol sa centering prayer. Lectio Divina na lang. O kaya nabot ng 1 oras. Ngayon kinakausap ako ni Joseph, Daddy, pwede ba 30 minutes na lang? Para mangyari po yan, minabuti ko na isulat ko na lang para basahin ko na lang. Kung sa ganong pamamaraan, talagang eksakto sa oras. Hindi po ba? At hindi po kwentong kutsero. Ang tanging message na may ko rito, palibhasa ito ng huling pagkakataon na gagawin ko ito. Ibabalik ko yung atensyon nitong bagong kasal at ng aking 2 anak. At sa lahat na po ng nandito na mga married couples, yung pong sinabi ni Bishop Makani, kung ano po ang kahulugan ng marriage. Hindi ko na po aanuhin yun. Kailangan parang ulitin. Ang tanging inano ko na lamang po balik-balikan yung sinabi niya na Jenny is God's best gift to Joseph and Joseph is God's best gift to Jenny. Kung ganon, kailangan pahalaga ng isa't isa. Ganon din po yung tawag ng Diyos sa atin lahat na married couples. Ngayon, ang unang tinatanong po pag normally, pag kinakasal ang saan po sila titira? Hindi po ba? Yung newlyweds. Kami po, sa aming pamilya, na namin, napagkasunduan at sinabi ko sa kanila na ang family natin sumusunod sa divine wisdom. At ano po ito? Ito po yung sinasaad na divine wisdom sa St. Mark chapter 10 verses 6 to 12. When a man marries, he leaves his father and mother and unite with his wife, and the two will become one. So they are no longer two but one. This wisdom is best explained in nature. Just as new wine is not stored in old wineskin, no bird builds its nest inside an old nest. To do so, it has to remove an old twig or leaf and replace it with new until eventually one no longer sees the old nest but the new. This process brings about pain on the parent birds. To see their nest being dismantled little by little would be excruciatingly hurting and stressful, hence not acceptable. Kaya po ang nangyari, yung panganay po namin ngayon ay nakatira sa Taguig. Yung pangalawa namin ay napili po niyang tumira sa Pasay. Walking distance po siya sa eskwelahan, sa hospital, sa simbahan, sa palengke, pati sa modes of transportation. Maganda yung location. Ito si Joseph, nakakuha o nagdesisyon na kumuha sa Pasig. Dahil para mapalapit po siya sa kanyang trabaho sa Ortigas. Pero sa amin po ni Cory, ang namin, ito ay siguro temporary lamang. Dahil in 2 years time, baka lumipat po sila sa isang mas magara at mas maayos na environment sa Manila. Alam po ni Joseph kung ano yung tinutukoy ko. Ngayon, ano pong effect nitong itong tatlong marriages na ito? Ano ang parang nakita kong yung naging maliwanag sa akin? These 3 marriages in our family have opened our eyes to the truth and reality that we create, fashion, and shape our own crosses through our own individual decisions and choices over the years. The weight of our crosses depends on how well we respond to the invitation of Jesus in Matthew, which says, "Come to me, all of you who are tired from carrying heavy loads, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke and put it on you and learn from me, because I am gentle and humble in spirit, and you will find rest. For the yoke I will give you is easy, and the load I will put on you is light." The accomplishments and achievements in life are contingent on how well we embrace, hold fast, and abide by the teaching of Jesus. Ito po, ito pong parting ito relevant na relevant doon sa sinabi ni Bishop Bacanic kanina na ang marriage ay hindi lamang Joseph, Jenny, pero kasama po rito Jesus. At ang pinakamahalaga po yung pangatlo, Jesus. At ang dahilan, parang tumugma lamang dito. Dahil sabi po sa John, chapter 15, verse 1 to 11, sabi po ni Jesus, I am the real vine, and my Father is the gardener. He breaks off every branch that does not bear fruit, and He prunes every branch that does bear fruit, so that it will be clean and bear more fruit. I am the vine, and you are the branches. Those who remain in me, and I in them, will bear much fruit, for you can do nothing without me. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. Siguro po, maliwanag pong anong ibig sabihin nito. Kung gusto po ni Joseph at saka ni Jenny na maging happy, kailangan naka kay Jesus. Yun ang ibig sabihin ni Bishop Bacani kanina. Huwag silang hihiwalay dahil they're just the branches. Kaya we strongly urge and admonish Joseph and Jenny to constantly keep reflecting in their hearts and minds these words of the gospel, because there lies the key to their success and happiness as a couple. At maraming beses niya na rin na siguro na narinig, make God the center of your life. Siguro po, maski kayo, narinig nyo na rin yan, paulit-ulit. Make God the center of your life. What does that mean? Sa akin po, medyo simple lang ito. Alalahanin lang natin is God is love. When you make love the center of your married life, you think and act with love as your guiding life principle, force, and motivation. You stay positive in your attitudes, thoughts, speech, and actions in all circumstances, to express unwavering belief and trust in God's wisdom, goodness, and mercy. In the hands of God, each of us, or we all, are works in progress. Nobody is perfect. Yun po yan. Nobody is perfect. Still, we are all called upon to rise over our imperfections, limitations, inadequacies. How do we do that? Well, we manifest love by being honest, sincere, and transparent in our conduct and language, by being patient and kind with one another, bearing with the faults, weaknesses, and failures of the other, not keeping a record of wrongs, and instead trying to understand, to excuse and forgive. Choose love when you brush aside jealousy, pride, deceitfulness, duplicity, and selfishness. In short, you think and act to promote peace and harmony rather than discord and dispute. Only love can give you peace and fill all your needs. Only with love can you get really inspired and empowered to rise to untold heights, to realize your full potential with unfettered creativity, to experience joy and happiness. Putting it in the negative, when you refrain from hurting one another in words or actions in any way, you promote life, peace, and love. You avoid sin at all cost. You avoid cutting yourselves off from the lifeblood or sap of divine grace of the real vine, Jesus. You reject anger, hatred, or death. Then you shall prosper and not dry up and wither. You shall not fail. These words and advice contain the core Christian values that we live with you, Joseph and Jenny. Ito po, ang dahilan ng bakit para akong nagsisermon dito. Dahil sa totoo po, nakita ko na ultimately, wala pong saysay ang riches, fame, success in business, mga karangyaan. Wala pong saysayan ultimately. Ano yun na lang po natin yung mga emperors nung araw, mga sikat po yun. Nasaan na po sila ngayon? Yung mga mayayaman nung araw, yung mga tanyag, nasaan na po? Sila po ba ay napag-uusapan? Wala na. Wala. Maski yung national heroes natin, national heroes ng ibang bansa, hanggang territory lang ng